Is it going to freaking crash? Will it? Let's play Will It Crash? I'm kidding. Alright, I don't see it crashing since we're literally not doing anything in game. So guys, I am playing this during the day right now. It's actually 5 p.m. for me. And today is October 31st. Yes, I'm playing this on Halloween Day. So, today is my day off of work. So that's why I'm able to play this. It's not often you guys get 3 things in one day. Well, at least I hope that's going to be the case. Because if I do this now during the day, I can do Persona at night and maybe finish that game. And I recorded that Mario Kart video that posted just before this. I finished recording that maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. Sounds like Breath of the Wild music. So because I'm kind of doing this surprisingly, like unannounced, I didn't even tell anyone I'm going to do this during the day. I don't think anyone's going to tune in, but that's okay. I just sit here and chat to a computer screen. So, I've got a couple things to talk about. Okay, so I want to tell a quick story about what happened earlier today. So like I've been saying for quite a while at this point, on Mondays, my day off, I take driving lessons, because right now I still don't have a driver's license. I'm still learning how to drive. I'm going to be actually doing my driving test in a couple days. Actually, no, a couple weeks. I think 2 weeks from today. On November 14th? I think so. Is that 2 weeks from today? Yes. 2 weeks from me playing this, I will be doing my driving test. By the way, I left the game on for about 10 minutes prior to this, so that should take away 10 minutes of waiting time. Don't worry. Once the new Pokemon games come out, we're ending this series. This series is trash, I know that. You just hear me listen. Wait, what? You just hear me listen? You just hear me and listen to what I say until something pops up and nothing really happens. Excuse me. So yeah, today I had my driving lesson because it was my day off of work. And I almost got 2 different people killed. Now that sounds a little extreme, but let me just explain. So the first thing that happened, I almost got my driving instructor, my driving teacher, that guy, and myself ran over by a train. No, I'm not kidding. Here's what happened though. So you know how when you reach the train tracks on a road, they got these 2 things that come down, these 2 things that come down and they block the road, signaling that you can't go forward. Or you shouldn't. You should not drive forward because these things are coming down, blocking your path, signaling a train is coming. Well, when I got there, they were down, the lights were flashing to signal don't proceed. But then those things that stopped the road, they went back up. So, the path was cleared. I was like the 3rd car away from the tracks. So and I turned my head. The train was there. The train was at the stop for people to come off and for people to go on. So those barriers went back up. The first car went. The second car stood, just stopped right in front of the tracks, hesitating to go or not, because I noticed that those barriers, those barricades, they were like teetering. They looked like they almost wanted to come back down. But then the car in front of me, despite hesitating, went for it. And then I thought, okay, maybe I see the train is still stopped. I see the car in front of me went. I thought maybe it really is safe to go. So I almost attempted to go. Right as my foot touched the gas pedal, my driving instructor stomped on the brakes and told me, no, no, you can't go. See, the train is coming. And yeah, the barricades came back down, and the train started to come again. So yeah, I almost got the car ran over by a train today. Thankfully, the train, went from like 0 to, I don't know, 50. I don't know. I'm guessing. So it wasn't a fast train. It wasn't like a bullet train. But it still would have caused damage and probably a good injury or two. So yeah, that's the first part. The second part is on my way back home. So, I'm in the driver's seat. I'm driving myself back home. About to finish the lesson for the week. And by the time I got home, or getting close to home, it's around like 3 to 3:30 p.m. in the afternoon. So the school right around my neighborhood, the high school around my neighborhood, it was like the end of the school day. All the students were getting off. So when I was driving back, there were cars everywhere because parents were picking up their kids. Students were walking across the streets, So it was kind of hard for me to see. But what I did notice was one student, okay, an STD has spawned. So one student in particular, she was crossing the road, not at the crossroads. What? You know what I mean? Not where the stoplights are, the traffic lights. I noticed her, but she was walking between cars. Like, there's 2 lanes. It's a 2-lane road. She was walking across the cars that were stopped because it was a little more busy on the other side of the road. But I noticed her. I noticed her crossing. And I was afraid that she might keep on going, not notice that I was driving towards that direction. I was afraid she would not notice, she would not stop, and if I didn't stop, I could have hit her. So, just in case, right as she was crossing, I slammed on the brakes just to make sure that she's able to cross safely without me hitting her. And then my driving instructor, he got mad. He got mad. You know he's mad when my Chinese driving instructor, who mostly speaks to me in English because my Chinese is awful. He's mad when he starts telling you, don't do that, that's a horrible idea, you should never do that in Chinese. He's mad when that happens. Because he was telling me, there's like no warning for the car behind you. Thankfully, there were no cars behind me, but if there was, and I out of nowhere slammed on the brakes, that car would have no warning and could have hit our car. But I'll be honest, I'd rather that than maybe me accidentally hitting a student, a high school student. Oh, and oh boy, that's like, what is that? How many years in prison is that? Potentially, if that person died. So yeah, I could have gotten the car ran over by a train today with the driving instructor and myself. And then I could have potentially hit and killed a student. So yeah, pretty eventful day today. Now, I never said that I'm any good at driving. Matter of fact, I'm downright terrible at driving. I'm still quite a novice when it comes to driving. But yeah, that's just the quick story of how I almost got multiple people killed today. Ain't life grand sometimes? Ain't life just crazy like that? Finally, there's the first one. Unless one's popped up already and I just didn't notice. So I just need to find 2 more. You're not a Sneasel. Excuse me. I'll take that nugget, though. Well, that's not the only thing that happened today. So when I got home, I rested for a bit before I went back out. And I don't have a car, so I had to walk this. Where are the other 2 Sneasels at? There should be 3 spawns, I think. I don't know how this goes. Maybe it's up to 3. But yeah, I had a pretty big centipede in the house yesterday, and I trapped it in a jar, you know, because I released them back outside. But when I normally do these, normally when I release a bug back outside, it's either in like the front yard, the grass right in the front of the house, or like a couple neighbors' houses down, like one of their lawns, just so it's a little further away. You know, if it did find its way back into a house, it wouldn't be my house. But this time I decided, you know what, I gotta go to the park anyways to play Pokemon Go. Because it's the closest place with the Pokestop. And I gotta get that daily Pokestop spin. So today, after I did my driving lesson where I almost got 2 people killed, I walked all the way to the park that's near me, just to, well, not just to, but to also release a centipede, a house centipede, while playing Pokemon Go. The park is, it's just like across the street from me. There's the 3rd one. It's like a 15-minute walk. A walk. Not a drive. A drive, it's like 2 minutes, but a 15-minute walk. Well, I was walking pretty slowly, too. I was using the daily incense in the game. So, I did that. So, I walked all the way to the park. I did Pokemon Go. Got my daily catch. Did my daily incense. Got my daily Pokestop spin. And I had to find a nice, good spot to release this centipede. So I was looking around. I had an idea, actually. So I was going to release it in the middle of the field because this park connects to the back of the high school that I mentioned earlier. The back field, the field where they, like, I don't know, play soccer for gym class. I was gonna release it like dead ass in the middle of the field, but then I thought, like, that may not be a good idea. What if students accidentally step on this thing at some point? Or, you know, it's someone's job to keep that field mowed. Someone's got to mow the grass to make sure that it's usable for the students to play like soccer or whatever. So I walked around, and I found a different area to release the centipede. You know, I just dumped it onto the grass, and the first thing... A friend of mine asked me, am I live? The first thing that it did was it crawled to the ground. It crawled its way down below the grass, and it just, you know, hid itself. Granted, this centipede has been trapped in a jar for like over 12 hours. So, you know, at least it's alive. And no, it did not suffocate in the jar. Just to be safe, I took the lid off, and I was sure that the centipede wasn't able to climb up the glass walls of the jar to escape. But just to be safe, I put the opened jar in my bathtub. Now, I don't know why centipedes love being in my bathtub, but when they do, they can't get out. They can't climb the walls back out. So in case the centipede did escape the jar. It couldn't escape the bathtub, at least I hope not. So there's that. And thankfully, it did not escape throughout the night and did not suffocate in the jar because, I didn't keep it locked in that jar the whole night. So it's alive, and I released it. Nice and far away from the house, too. You wasn't about to stay in my house. Hell no. And what happened earlier kind of had me worried. Because I left my jar in my bathtub with the centipede in it. In my bathtub the whole night. Wait, what? You get what I mean. And early this morning, because today was my day off of work, I got to sleep in. I didn't have to wake up early to get to work. Get ready for work. But my mom, because what she does is she washes her hair in my bathtub. Now, she does this because her shower in her bathroom is a stand-up shower. So she kind of can't wash only her hair without, washing all of her. So she goes into my bathroom, uses my bathtub to just only wash her hair. So I got worried. I got worried that, I don't know, maybe she didn't see the jar, which is impossible. Like, what if water got in that jar and flooded it and drowned the centipede? What if my mom is like, what the hell? Why does this boy have a jar with a centipede in his bathroom? I'm just going to dump it in the toilet and flush. I didn't know what she would do with it. So I had to wait for her to finish washing her hair, then come out. And then I could see what this thing's fate was. Thankfully, my mom just, screwed back on the lid, put it aside, and just went with her morning. So it was alive. It was still alive and moving. And later on in the day, which was earlier in the day for me, I went out and I released it in the park. I would more often release these things in the park instead of just my neighbor's lawn. That way it's nice and far away. Less chance of it finding its way back into the house. Into any house. But it's like the park is so far away. Like I said, it's like a 15-minute walk. And I clearly can't do that at night. Excuse me. I mostly find these things at nighttime. So if it's like 12:30 at night, I can't just walk to the park just to release it. No, I got to wait until the next day, until it's like daytime. Anyways, it has been quite a long day. I didn't even eat lunch yet. I don't think I will. I'm just gonna probably save my appetite for dinner. What I had this morning for breakfast, which was like around noon, but that's breakfast for me. Some people can argue brunch since I'm not actually having lunch. What I tried to do was I tried to make Gordon Ramsay's scrambled eggs. 2 eggs, a touch of butter, and just keep on moving it every 30 seconds off the heat, on the heat. Yeah, I tried doing that. It's actually not the first time I've tried that. I normally do that when I have time at home. So essentially on my day off. So I brought out 2 dinner rolls from the fridge, added that eggs, because there were 2. I put a slice of cheese on there because I do like me some egg and cheese. And then because it's my day off, I also finally ate this from my freezer. Excuse me. Finally ate this from my freezer. The last remaining pizza pop. So let's see. So I'm gonna stop this garbage ass series of mine. This shiny hunt method when the new games come out. So I'm only gonna be doing this a couple more times because I'm gonna stop this permanently when the new game comes out, because this is terrible. Even I know that. And my voice just cracked. So you guys doing good out there? What are you guys doing? What are you guys up to? I desperately need to wash my hair, actually. I might wash my hair after I'm done doing this. You know, something I considered doing, but then remembered why I don't do this, is using hair gel. Because it's so hard to get my hair to look remotely decent. For the past couple days, I've just been washing it and just letting it like droop down and hang down. When normally I would try to have it stand up, but that's hard. I know hair gel would make that so easy, but the reason I don't use hair gel is because then every single night I would have to wash it out my hair. I would have to wash my hair every single night, and it's not good to wash your hair every single night. I try to wash my hair every other night, unless I genuinely forget to. How do you forget to? Or sometimes, like, it's too late. I shower, like, 1:30 in the morning, and it's way too late to wash my hair, so I save it for the next morning. When I wake up before work, I wash my hair then. But then sometimes I run late. Like, I don't have enough time to wash my hair in the morning, so I have to wait until tonight. But then that night, it's too late to wash it again, because I shower way too late. So I have to save it for the next morning. So sometimes I go a couple days without washing my hair, when I fully intend to. Yeah, I know that's nasty, but still. Sometimes it just happens like that. I'm just waiting for one more to spawn. Just one more. By the way, it's getting real dark for me. I don't have the light turned on in this room. You guys can't see it, but you're just gonna have to trust me. It is getting real dark. Because it's been a pretty gloomy day, a pretty overcast day, pretty cloudy day. And it just seems to be getting darker and darker. It's 5:25 p.m. for me right now. So it only makes sense. I don't think a storm's coming. Actually, let me look at the forecast. Nope. It says cloudy until 10 p.m. 11 p.m. all the way to 7 a.m. has a very low chance of rain. Well, actually, it's a high chance at like 1 a.m. Like throughout the night, it's like 30 to 40%. But at 1 a.m., it's a 70% rain. Is one not spawning yet? I guess that's what happens. You just gotta wait. Yeah, I know this is boring. I know this is terrible content. Well, I never did say my content was good. Oh, right, by the way, earlier today, me playing this, we got some pretty sad news in terms of entertainment. Today, we found out that Stargirl is canceled. Unfortunate. It's getting canceled after season 3, which right now is still airing. I think we're on episode 8 at this moment. So as of me playing this, it is, the last episode was season 3, episode 8. And once this show is done, the season is done, then the show as a whole is done. Well, that's a shame. Another show that I watch is getting canceled. But unfortunately, sometimes this happens. Sometimes shows get canceled. Oh! There's one. Didn't even notice that one. Okay, we'll just fly to this one, then once this one's done with, I'll call it there. How crazy would it be if I ran into a random shiny doing this? Let me just stop and redo this to gain some more altitude. And sure, I'll just stop right around here. And wait. Wait for Sandy's tree dome to fully materialize. Man, I gotta think about what I'm gonna cook for dinner. Now we just need to patiently wait for this thing to begin. I bet you guys don't really see anyone do this sort of shiny hunt. Because you literally just have to wait for it to spawn, and then maybe, with a very low chance, you get it. I knew this hunt was going to be tough when starting it. But it was really just to, you know, be doing something, to be shiny hunting something. Well, I am hunting something else right now. Like I said, I'm trying to get a shiny Metagross. I'm like way over 400 eggs at this point, and I still haven't gotten a shiny. But I'm gonna keep doing it. And then afterwards, I'm gonna be hunting a Carnivine. Because I realize that Heracross and Munchlax are not the only things that are difficult to hunt in BDSP. There's also Heracross because it can only spawn in the Great Marsh, which is kind of like a safari zone. Now, before people ask me, why don't you hunt a Vespiquen? You know how hard it is to hunt a Vespiquen in that game? Well, I don't really want to. Now, of course, the only way for me to effectively get it would be to hatch for one, to breed for one. But the rates are so low, especially for a female shiny to get a Vespiquen. I gotta get a shiny female Combee. And I think like around 12% are females. Majority are gonna be male. So it's like, yeah, I don't think I want a dozen male shinies before getting that one female shiny. Maybe if I truly run out of things to shiny hunt again, I'll try it. Like when the new games come out, I hunt everything in there that I wanted. I got nothing left to do. Maybe I'll go back and try it. But I highly doubt that. It's gonna be quite a while before I run out of things to shiny hunt again. Initially, after Metagross, I was gonna hunt for like a couple EVs and then just call it there. Wait for the new games to come out. But now I have gained motivation, I have gained inspiration on what to hunt. And you know, these are Pokemon that I never expected to shiny hunt. But mostly hunted them because, one, ran out of things to shiny hunt, and two, these are difficult to get. At least normally. So I cheated the system and I hatched for them. Well, I didn't cheat. I just didn't do it the more difficult way. which was, you know, doing the berry trees, waiting like 6 actual hours. Oh, wait a second, I didn't hear it. I didn't hear it start. Sorry, I'm looking at my phone while I wait for these things. Maybe I wasn't close enough and I didn't hear it. Oh, there's the first Sneasel. First one down. Oh, it's a Weavile, but you're not pink. You're not pink and yellow. What the hell? Okay. The Haunter's gonna do more damage to me, so I should take that one out first. Damn it. Wait, no, not that one. I tried to do strong style flamethrower. One? That's the first time I've used a strong style move on this thing? Huh. There's a third one, and no shiny. Alright, it's time to end this awful video. What has sight of me? Nothing. So let's get out of here. Alright, and that's it. Goodbye.